Hey friends, welcome to Finlyn Media. So rumor has it you know more about Bruce Lee than anyone you know, right? That's one thing every Bruce Lee fanatic in the world is good at, it's hunting down as much specific detail about the man they idolize, and finding out as much about him as possible. But it doesn't matter how much you know, there are so many other fans out there, who managed to dig up some more, crazy information on the little dragon. So I've spent some time scouring the web, from reputable sources, for some stuff you might not have heard before, some of it interesting, some obscure and some just plain weird. Today I am going to tell 26 lesser-known facts about Bruce Lee. Before we look further, if you are watching my video for the first time, please do not forget to subscribe, and hit the bell button for notifications. Let's continue on to the video. Weird fact number 1. Bruce was partly British. Bruce's grandfather was British, many believed he was German. This non-pure Chinese status prevented his acceptance into many kung fu schools back in the 50s, and slimmed his choices. Lucky though, otherwise he may have never learned wingchun from Wang Long, under the guidance of Yip Man. Weird fact number 2. Bruce Lee voiced most of the English voices in his films. Yep, all the English-speaking guys in Way of the Dragon movie, apart from the mighty Chuck Norris, and his other Hong Kong films released before Enter the Dragon, were voiced by the main man himself. I am not sure why, but a fact is a fact. Weird fact number 3. Bruce had a shot removed from the Big Boss movie, where he cut into an opponent's head with a handheld saw. This is pretty common knowledge, but if you didn't know this, all you have to do is go back and watch the Big Boss movie fight in the ice factory. You will see him attack the camera with a saw and skip past the resulting blow. This was removed because it was seen as being a little too violent for Hong Kong audiences. Weird fact number 4. Apparently, he was a terrible driver. Many of Bruce's American friends have said in interviews in the past that Bruce Lee wasn't a gifted driver, and would occasionally ask his buddy Steve Golden to drive for him. This may have been due to the next fact. Weird fact number 5. Bruce had bad eyesight. Yep. Bruce was nearsighted. His bad eyesight is one of the reasons he appreciated Wing Chun's contact style of movement, because he could rely more on touch than sight. Weird fact number 6. Due to his bad eyesight, Bruce Lee was one of the first people to try contact lenses. They were very uncomfortable back in those days. However, so Bruce stuck to his Coke bottle glasses instead. Which leads into another fact. Weird fact number 7. Bruce Lee often wore his old, taped-up Coke bottle glasses to remind himself of where he came from. Being the guy who likes to stay grounded and become the best version of himself, he held on to his old glasses, and wore them regularly as a reminder to himself, even after he found financial abundance, that he was once poor and struggling. Weird fact number 8. His family called him Little Phoenix. They didn't call him Bruce. Bruce was an English-sounding name given to him by a nurse when he was born in San Francisco. It was not until he moved to America that it became used very regularly. You can notice this in the film The Young Bruce Lee. Weird fact number 9. Bruce was secretly filmed and included in his best friend's feature film. In a film called Fist of Unicorn, Bruce Lee promised his friend Unicorn that he would help with choreography. But the producers secretly filmed Bruce, and included him in the film so they could promote his name, and sell more tickets. Weird fact number 10. He was a champion cha-cha dancer in Hong Kong. You probably knew that, but yes, he won a cha-cha dancing competition when he was in high school. Weird fact number 11. Bruce Lee hoped to one day fight Muhammad Ali. Bruce thought of Muhammad Ali as a superior fighter with his speed and technicality. He used to watch footage of Ali constantly, to learn his style, and also adapt some of his footwork and movements for that inevitable fight that would unfortunately never happen. Weird fact number 12. Bruce Lee used to lie to get private wingchun lessons. Bruce used to ask for one-on-one sessions to advance his wingchun, but he was refused. So to get the one-on-one attention he wanted, he would wait outside class, tell people that the class was off, and walk them to the bus stop. He would then return and be the only student available and get his private session. He got in some major trouble when his instructor found out, though. Weird fact number 13. Bruce Lee practiced 5,000 punches a day. He was dedicated. He did 5,000 punches a day to master his art. This explains why he was so powerful with his fists, and had knockout jabs. Weird fact number 14. Bruce Lee used to train to the Mission Impossible theme. In martial arts, training to music helps to develop a less predictable rhythm when fighting. So Bruce used to shadow box and train to the Mission Impossible theme. Weird fact number 15. Bruce Lee used to puncture cans with his fingers. Yep, back in the days when cans were not soft aluminium, Bruce used to bust them open with fingers strikes. He cut himself performing this on the set of The Big Boss though, so keep an eye out for the band-aids on his fingers during the movie. Weird fact number 16. Despite never formally studying karate, Bruce was able to perform all of the karate movements with tremendous accuracy. This is a man who can see the detail in movements and styles and bring it to his own training. Weird fact number 17. Bruce was crazily fast. Not exactly a secret. Bruce used to demonstrate his speed by placing a coin in someone's hand. He would then snatch the coin and replace it with another before the person could clench their fist and stop him. Weird fact number 18. Bruce beat up Jackie Chan in Enter the Dragon movie. Well, in a scene he grabs Jackie by the hair and snaps his neck. Jackie also did stunts in some of Bruce's other movies, including a fall for the villain in Fist of Fury's final fight. Weird fact number 19. Bruce was the inspiration behind a lot of big video game characters, such as Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat, Law from Tekken and Flong from Street Fighter 2. Weird fact number 20. Bruce proved his prowess many times in competition, becoming the Hong Kong high school boxing champion, defeating all of his opponents, including British boxer Gary Elms. Bruce also knocked out a Choi Li-Fat fighter named Chung, in a Seattle full-contact match in 1958, refereed by Shun Lung Wong, and another the same year named Yue Chi, in a match refereed by Jesse Glover. This is additional to the famous Wong Jack Man fight in 1965 and numerous challenge matches he had both before and during his famous years. Weird fact number 21. Bruce Lee wrote a film called The Silent Flute, which was never made in his lifetime. It was later adapted and shot with David Carradine in 1978, and called Circle of Iron. Weird fact number 24. Bruce Lee chewed cannabis. As a matter of fact, the cannabis was Nepal hashish, which is an extremely strong form of cannabis. This is a cause of some controversy over his death, many pointing the finger at his cannabis use. Bruce was a self-admitted cannabis user, and chewed the stuff for more than 10 years, but changed suppliers recently before he died. Weird fact number 25. Bruce was reported as having epilepsy when he was a small child. Weird fact number 26. Bruce Lee had his sweat glands removed from his armpits. Tired of sweaty pits and the ugly look they bring about, Bruce Lee had his sweat glands surgically removed in 1972. I didn't even know you could get that done. Want more cool Bruce Lee info like this? Definitely one video will not be enough to cover everything about this legend. Hence please do not miss the part 2 video with more interesting facts. If you like this video, please share it with your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe this channel. and hit the bell button, in order to be notified as soon as I post a video. Thanks for watching, and see you till next time.